Hello everybody, welcome back to my English class. Today we're going to talk about suggestions and offers. Let's start with suggestions. What is suggestion? Suggestion is an idea, plan, or action that is put forward for consideration. For example, why don't we go for a walk along the river? That could be a suggestion from someone. And we'll talk about how to make suggestions, how to accept, and how to reject suggestions. Let's start from making suggestions. Here are some useful phrases for making suggestions. Why don't we go out tonight? Why not go to a cheaper restaurant? How about going to the park? Let's try the Chinese restaurant in town. Shall we put off going to the museum tomorrow? Yeah, we can use these phrases like why don't, why not, how about, let's try, shall we. Okay, now let's look at how to accept suggestions. For example, we have suggestion from someone else like this. Why don't we go for a walk? And we can accept it. Sure, why not? How about eating tonight? How about eating out tonight? And we can also say, sounds great. Let's try the Italian restaurant. That's a good idea. Shall we go to the gym this evening? That sounds like a good idea. I like that. Okay, so we can accept someone's suggestion using these phrases. Okay? Now let's continue to how to reject suggestions. For example, we have suggestion from somebody, from our friend. For example, what a sunny day. Why don't we go to the beach? I'd rather not if you don't mind. Yeah, we can say that. I'm hungry. Let's grab a bite. I'd love to, but I must meet my boss. So this is a polite way to reject someone else's suggestion. And we can also use other expressions like maybe another time, and you state your reason. Or you can say, can I take a rain check? It means you want it. You want to go with him or her, but not that time. Maybe another time. So you can say this useful expression. Yeah, this is really good. Can I take a rain check? Yeah. Well, that's how we make suggestions, accepting and rejecting. Okay, now this is exercise 1. You may try this. Try to complete the making suggestion sentences below and make some sentences to accept the suggestions. For example, making suggestions. Yeah, we have context here. It's a sunny day. How about blanks? We have one day off next week. Why don't? Okay, so you need to complete these 4 sentences and make 4 sentences to accept the suggestions. And exercise 2, you have to reject the suggestion as well as completing the suggestions here. Okay, give it a try. Okay, now let's continue to talk about asking for suggestions and giving suggestions or advice. You know, sometimes people have problem and they need somebody to ask for suggestions. So this is how we do it. What do you think I should do? What should I do? What do you suggest? What do you advise me to do? If you were me, what would you do? Do you think that I should? Okay, so we can use this useful expression to ask someone else's suggestion or someone's advice. And we can also use this to give our advice to someone else. If I were you, I would or I wouldn't. If I were in your shoes or in your position, I would. You had better or you'd better. Have you tried? Okay, so these are useful expressions to give advice. Okay, so let's look at the real situation here. What should I do about the project? And you may give the suggestion. You'd better start writing your composition. What do you think I should do with my children? Yeah, you should school your children in honesty. Yeah, it means you should train your children in honesty, in integrity. And then what do you advise me to do with my school? You ought to learn the subjects by heart, of course. What do you suggest I can do to improve my English? I suggest you practice your English every day. So this will be helpful to someone who needs our advice, our suggestion. So we ought to know how to give them, right? Also, if you have some problems, you can also ask someone for advice. Then this is what you have to do. And then let's continue to talk about offers. What does offer mean? Offer means asking someone if they would like to have something or if they would like you to do something. For example, would you like a cup of tea? Okay, so I use would you. Would you like a cup of tea? And in this offer, we also learn how to make offers, accept offers, and reject offers. First, let's start making offers. We can use questions to make offers. Would you like something to eat? Would you like me to make some coffee for you? May I bring you some coffee? Can I help you with that? Shall I call you tonight? You look weary. Would you like a cup of tea? And then we can also use statements rather than questions. I can type that for you if you like. I could give you a ride to go home. I'll buy it for you if you like. I'll give you some tips to master English if you want. Okay, so either questions or statements we can use to make offers to help someone else. And now let's learn how to accept offers. Okay, these are some examples of making offers. Would you like me to make you some coffee for you? We can just say, yes, please. I'd like to. You look weary. Would you like a cup of tea? Yes, please. That would be lovely. I'll go with you to the grocery store. Thank you. That would be great. And then rejecting offers. Okay, we have some offers here, some examples of offers. Would you like something to drink? If we feel like we don't need that, you can say, no, thank you. Shall I bring you some coffee? No, thanks. I could help you bring that stuff if you like. Don't worry, I'll do it myself. Okay, so this is a polite way to reject someone's offer. Well, now it's time for exercise. You can try to make 4 making over sentences and 4 responses to accept the offer.